Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Shubham Dumbre, this time with a new series. Today, the series that we are launching is Scope DTI. So, Scope DTI is a research and development wing of Delta the Innovators. And this event, or probably this series, is in collaboration with the Tech Platform and Delta the Innovators. So, the idea with Scope DTI is to answer technical questions, come up with interesting sessions that would really benefit everyone, and help people to understand technology, bridge the gap between people and technology. And today, I am really happy to firstly introduce the very first speaker for this series, that is Akhilesh Bhagwat. So, I would like Akhilesh to come on the screen now. Yes.
So Shubham has already introduced about Scope DTI. So let me just give a small introduction about me. So I am Akhilesh Bhagwat. I am currently the founder at allinonehub.com. I have been building a website and I have been working in SEO and marketing for last 6 years. Okay, so in this particular session, I will be sharing some of the best tips that I have got and the failures that I have got in these years so that you don't go through that and you directly go into the success or the only things that you need to do for marketing. Okay, SEO. That's all, Shubham. You can move forward.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. So, as Akhilesh has already given a crux of his experience, so today Akhilesh will be speaking on SEO and marketing. So, we have heard this term SEO, search engine optimization, marketing, but what exactly it is? How should we implement it in our business? How can we implement it for ourselves, like branding our name, branding our work, and all that stuff? So, today we'll be clearing off the major misconceptions that people have about SEO and marketing. And this won't just be like a session, it won't be a monologue, it will be a dialogue. So, I will be asking him some questions. He will be answering those with the help of some tools that he has already got on screen. So, Akhilesh, the very first thing is what is actually SEO? Like, can you please give a brief about search engine optimization? Because this word is used by all digital marketing courses, all vendors, everyone. So, what is SEO?
Well, firstly, SEO is the full form of SEO is search engine optimization. Okay, so nowadays we know about Google ads, nowadays we know about Facebook ads, right? Yet
Yeah.
if you are new business, new startup, then it is less than likely that you are going to invest in ads, right? So if you are not using ads, there are two options remaining. First one, three options remaining, you can say. First one is social
Okay.
media marketing. Second option is
Uh-huh.
content marketing, right? And third is SEO, right?
Okay.
So social media marketing, you need a lot of followers, and for content marketing, you need to write a lot of blogs. Yet for SEO, you don't need a lot of those things. You can just go with a website and some keywords. Okay.
Okay.
So SEO in one sentence can be getting your website or yourself online on Google. So for example, Shubham Dumbre, your name. So if
Yeah.
someone searches Shubham Dumbre, your only your data should show up. So Shubham
Correct.
Dumre's Instagram profile, Twitter profile, etc. So another example will be Delta the Innovators. If someone says
Yeah.
Delta the Innovators on Google, only our website, only our blogs, only our YouTube channel, only our social media should show up. If someone
Correct.
Googles Delta the Innovators, the Delta Airlines must not show up. Okay,
Correct.
because if someone Googles that and Delta Airlines show up, then it may not give a right impression, right? People may not able to find you.
Correct.
So in order to get your offline business or small business on internet, first thing, the first step is SEO. After SEO, you can go into social media marketing, you can go into other marketing strategies. Okay.
All right. All right. So, Akhilesh, how does this SEO thing work? Like, if possible, can you just break down into steps and explain like how will this exactly go in terms of like projecting your business upon the search engine? And by the way, I forgot to mention today's 23rd anniversary for Google. So, it's a very good occasion that we are having this session on SEO and marketing. And like in
Yes, yes.
1998, I suppose Larry Page and his associate had created Google, and today we are doing a session on SEO and marketing. So I want to understand how, for example, if I have a business and I have to take it online and I have to rank better in terms of search results, as you mentioned. So what exactly needs to be done? Can you please give me a brief about that?
Sure. So the first thing, the first before that, before I answer that, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the audience, just imagine that you have created a website, okay, or you have created a my business Google My Business account, everybody knows about it, or you have created your social media profile, okay, and you want to get your business online. Your audience are all online. If you don't have your SEO optimized, they cannot find your business on Google. In order to get your business online, SEO must be optimized at all cost, okay, because
Okay.
people may search your business name and they may not find it. So SEO is the first thing. Now, how it works? Well, let me just show you. Okay, so at the start, firstly, in simple, if you put it, SEO works based on the keywords. If you know how Google works, so how Google works, let me explain that because SEO comes from Google. So how Google searches their result. So when you search, for example, Delta the Innovators. So when you search Delta the Innovators or All-in-One Hub or even my name Akhilesh Bhagwat, so you will find that the Google then after you search the query, you click that search button. Google will then look into all the 1 lakh, 1 million plus websites. I don't know how many websites are there. Google will look into all the websites and then on that website, the title. Okay, so at the website at the start, you will find often that title is written. So on the Google's website is Google written.
Okay.
On our Delta website, you will see Delta written. On All-in-One Hub, you will see All-in-One Hub written. Right. So Google will find that. After that, Google will search the images on the website. Okay. So images to matters. We'll get to know about that. So for example, your image name you have captioned Delta the Matters. So Google will take a note of about that. You have written some paragraph or blogs in your website. Then Google will look at that. Yes, the keyword Delta the Matters is there on this particular website. So
Yeah.
if Google finds a lot of those keywords in one website, then Google will show that website at the top. So at the first result, so Delta the Innovators at the start, it is seen. Is my screen visible? I can just show you here. So here you
Yes.
can see the tech platform is showing at the first, right? At the first, it's not showing here, and here it's not showing something different, right? So
Correct.
why that has happened? Because the one who created the website has optimized the SEO for this particular website, okay, or company.
Correct.
Right. So for SEO, the main thing is that you must have keywords, your
Mhm.
keywords, your audience keywords.
Okay. Okay. But if I have to like probably start now, like if I have a business right now and I have to start it, so what is the first thing that I should focus on, or what should I do the very at the very start?
Okay. So do you have a website or is it social media or is it your another another business? Is it a website?
It is actually a blog. Like I had created it long back as a portfolio, so it's a blog.
Okay.
But if I have to rank it top on the you say search engine, so what needs to be done?
Yes. So firstly, if you have created blog on WordPress or normally people create blog on two platforms for free. First
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
is WordPress, second is blogger.com, right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
in order to get your, I guess my screen is visible.
Yes. Yes. It is.
Yes. So in order to firstly get your blog on Google, you
Mhm.
just need to first do two things. First is
Okay.
get sign up to your search console.
Okay.
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 So this is Google Search Console. This is one of the tool that is needed, that is much needed. You cannot get into SEO without this tool, I can say,
All
because
right.
it just get the process very easy. Okay, so I
Awesome.
have
All right.
already done for my website. I will just show you. So what you have to do is very simple. You have to add your domain name. Now you can say shubham.blog.com. Okay,
Okay.
shubham.blog.com, and then you
Okay.
have to hit continue. Okay,
Uh,
now to verify. Now I don't have that blog. I have just written it. So after this, it will ask for this verification ID. So what you
okay.
have to do if it's WordPress or if it's
Some other
blog,
platform.
you have to
Yeah.
copy this and you have to add in your blogger. Every blog have in the setting this Google Search Console code, or they in blogger it's known as the custom code. So you have to
Okay.
go there and add this custom code, this one.
Hmm.
Okay, you can see, and after adding it you have to click verify. Now since
Okay.
I don't have this blog access or I haven't created this blog access, so I cannot just copy and paste. Okay, if you have
Correct.
this and any other domain, just copy this code and add into your website and
All
then
right.
just verify. After verification, I
Hmm.
will just show for all-in-one hub. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
currently that's console is on. So as you can see, after verification, you will get data like this. Okay, about your site.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now I have some long data. That's why it's looking like this. So what you have to do is, for example, your blog name is allinonehub.com. Okay,
Yeah.
or it is, for example, this page. So what you have to do is copy this link. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and add it here. Okay, so what retrieving data from Google Index. So what here is happening is that Google robots are searching your website. Okay, I
Correct.
will just show you there as well so that audience can see. Okay, so Google is searching whole website. It's searching the text, it's searching the title, it's searching the image, URL name as well. Okay, so it's searching everything and finding the keywords. All-in-one hub is the keyword for you because people will search that. Right? A keyword is something which people will search for your website. Food blogs, for example. So your keyword is food. Okay, food.
Okay.
So you must include food in your blogs. Okay, so
So
I will just show you.
just a quick question here, Akhilesh. Is the process that you meant known as crawling? I have heard this name a lot many times. Is it like crawling the website, something of that sort?
Yes, yes, yes. Google robots crawl your website. Yes, right.
Yeah,
Crawling.
yeah. Green tick says that my URL is on Google, but what happens
Yes.
if by any chance probably I delete that page, or by any chance I probably update that page? So will it show me the new result, or will it show me the older result? What it would be?
Once you update your site, what you have to do is request indexing. For example, I have just added an image to a blog, or I
Okay,
have just added some affiliate link which expired. So now I have added new affiliate link. So what you have to
okay,
do is just click request indexing.
okay.
Right.
But
Now
how
you
many times
submitting
can I
request.
request an index? Like how many times can I request an indexing? And is it costing me anything? Is it free, or will it charge me something?
No, no, no. It's completely free and it doesn't, you can submit the request many times as much as you changes you have been doing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yet remember the keyword is, for example, if you have index first page now, then the
Mhm.
second, if you index another page another time, then Google will only index the first page. Okay. It goes line by line. So first page, then second page, then third page. Your indexing, you can say line.
Mhm.
Line by line which page you have indexed, according to that Google will show your results.
That's interesting to know that it is not charging me anything and it is giving me such good functionality. So, what exactly is the sitemap thing? I see add a new sitemap there, but what exactly is a sitemap?
A roadmap about your site. So for example, I am
Okay,
a robot and I am visiting your site. So first I will see the map of your website. The first map says courses. In courses it's going on Python and other.
is it like working like a Google Map or Apple Safari map? Is it something of that sort that gives me a glimpse of what the website has?
Yes, you can just compare it to map that, as it gives whole information about the website. It just creates a map about your website, that here the course is there, here the Python is there, or here the test is there, here about us is there, here contact us is there. So it's like a map. It's act like a map,
Okay, okay,
and it is one of the easiest way to help Google robots to crawl your website.
okay,
Okay, sitemap is very important.
okay.
So
So for
we will
every
talk.
website, should I consider that sitemap is one important thing for any website or blog?
Yes, sitemap is very important for SEO because
Mhm.
it helps robots to
Crawl the
see what
website.
content you have added in your blog. Okay, in your
Okay,
blog.
okay.
Yes. So how to submit the sitemap? Simple. You just have, you will see your domain. This is my domain. Shubham will see shubham.blog or his domain. Okay, his domain and delta.com. And then
Yeah.
after that, he just have to add sitemap.xml. This text doesn't changes for, doesn't matter which domain you are using. You just have to add this same text in your website. And then you have to put submit. Okay. So what's now happening is that Google is scanning my whole website. Okay,
Mhm.
as you can see, 553 URLs. Okay, so I cannot index each one of them. It will take. years to for me to just index them. So I just use sitemaps, and all my sites are automatically indexed, and they are shown on Google. Okay, all at once. So this is one of the easiest ways I can say if you have a
Akhilesh,
lot of pages.
you mentioned 553 URLs. Your website is so filled with so many URLs. So is it loading slow, or how does it load? Is the speed compromised here?
No, it depends on server. Okay, firstly, loading it depends on server. So our servers, our website is based on Wix. So their
Yeah.
servers are pretty well managed. So the website doesn't, you can say, load slow. It loads
Okay.
faster. What happens is that it loads faster because at the start only the home page is shown. Okay, and we
Mhm.
have internal links. Internal links, I will talk about that. Yet at the start homepage is shown, and homepage we have added less content, so it loads faster.
That's a good key trick that I would say, that homepage should have lesser content so that it loads faster. Thank you for the
Yes, it must.
pro.
It must
pro.
firstly also have images. If you have images on your site,
Mhm.
then the image size must be around 100 KB, less than 100 KB. Because at the start we created website, and the website was loading at 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So that
Yeah.
was facing a lot of issues. So we, after a lot of failure, we learned that the image size should be small. So keep it in JPG or Google's extension WebP, and keep
Yeah.
it smaller than 100 KB.
Is there any way to analyze the speed for the website, like by which I can make out like how fast or slow is my website loading or not running fast?
Yes, currently, well, Wix offers their own tool. Yet, if you are thinking for other websites, for example, Wix blog or your own blog, then
Yeah.
there is a tool, Google Page Insights.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Okay, so this one will give you all the insights about a page. For example, let's say, let's take tech platform. Okay,
Okay.
I know
Okay. I think you will have to
tech
open the
platform.
website. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So here I am adding the URL, analyze
Okay.
64, 65. So this one will give you whole insights about your website. There is another site. Nowadays, most of our audience are in mobile because not
Yeah.
everyone have, you can say, laptop. So this is another one, mobile friendly test.
Okay.
Okay, you can just run it here directly. Okay, tech platform run test.
Okay.
So there are two tools. This is the page speed insights, and this is the mobile friendly insights. So I will tell you the difference about both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mobile friendly test help you know if your website is loading very faster in mobile, and if it's responsive. So for example, in desktop version, your text will be at the start, okay, image and then text. And on the mobile, the text must be in the upper side and image in the side panel. Okay, so that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So this
Okay.
website helps to know that your website is mobile friendly. Okay. So as you can see here, it says mobile is page is mobile friendly. That's great. Okay, this is the
Okay.
page loading. HTML, you can see. Okay.
Oh wow.
And page
Interesting.
insights, I think so. We'll try again. Okay, so it helps you know that it's giving some loading issues. You can see.
Mm-hmm. Akhilesh, one quick question again here. What happens nowadays?
Yes,
Mobile phones come in different sizes. Like you see 5-inch mobile phones, then again some 6-inch models. Nowadays, iPhone 13, which launched, is around 6.7 inches. I don't remember the exact number, but it's like varying size. Again, people may use tablets and laptops, desktops, chromiums, and all that stuff. So how would a website synchronously look better on each of these devices? Because nowadays devices are changing constantly, and we also saw that some companies have even launched stretchable phones, which at point looks like mobile, and at point it becomes a tablet. So when such kind of devices come in, so what care should a developer or what care should a marketer take while creating landing pages and websites?
so, firstly, for that, you can say different types of tablets, different types of screens. That particular term is known as responsive design. Okay,
Okay.
so if a developer is developing a website or even an Android app, because Android app too have different sizes, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
if they are developing Android app or website, the first thing they should care about when coding in is responsive design. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
in responsive design, you take care about how your website look in desktop or laptop or PC or MacBook. Okay, and you take care about how your website looks in mobile, tablet, or of different sizes.
Okay. Okay.
So if you are using website builder, for example, here on tech platform, I guess it's Wix, right? On
Yeah.
tech platform is Wix. So for Wix, they have the, you can say, inbuilt builder in their platform. If you are developing a website, develop it for mobile audience. Okay, don't think about desktop audience because mostly your audience will be from mobile. So we got the
Okay.
result here. You can see.
Hmm.
Okay, so desktops. It helps you know desktop one is 72. That's a good rating. Okay, so it helps you know how much time it takes to load your site, okay, what things are blocking and etc other stuff. On mobile it should be little more friendly. I think it is because due to the lightbox, the Wix lightbox.
Hmm.
Now since this site is Wix, I will just show you one more one. Okay, this is known as the Wix Turbo, I guess. Since this site is made by Wix, so that's why
We can try
we
this
can
one.
use this. Okay, yes, if your site is made in with coding or from WordPress, then this particular site may not work. Okay, if your site is made in Wix, then it will work.
Okay. Okay.
So we can put that here. Okay, that platform, see how it fast. Now this is their official platform, so it will help you get accurate result.
Oh,
Now
okay.
remember, the Wix Turbo also depends on your mobile's internet. So for example, my mobile internet is little slower, or their server, website server is in America. So it will show, you can say, different timing. And if their server is in India, it will show different time. Okay.
Correct.
So bear in mind that the result is not exactly accurate, you can say. It's
Mhm.
around 80 or 70% accurate. Same for
Okay.
page speed insights. The results are not 90%, 100% accurate,
Hmm.
efficient. They are 80, 70%.
Okay. Okay.
So always ask the user. The best feedback, the best, you can say, way to analyze your site is to ask your friends, your customers. Let them know and let you know that how much time the site takes for loading. They will give you the best, you can say, insights.
Super, super. And now, one thing again, like nowadays, it becomes really tedious to regularly post on different social media. Like I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have LinkedIn, Twitter. So, is there any tool by which probably I can just put it once and it will go to all the social handles? Is there anything right now? Like we have a good example going on StreamYard. So right now we are just streaming it live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. It is automated, right? Similarly, do we have something for
Yes.
posting content like regularly? Yeah,
Yes,
Akhilesh.
there is tools if you have three social medias. Okay, so if you are going for free option, then three social medias are free on this one tool. Okay, I will just show you. So there are two tools. I will show you both.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
What is the
so
name?
first one is the Hootsuite.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep. So this is one of the tool that you can use. The first three social medias are free. For example, we use it for Instagram. We use it
Hmm.
for YouTube, no, Instagram, LinkedIn, and one more social media. Okay,
Okay.
Pinterest.
Okay.
So the right now, if you are using Instagram, Instagram have their inbuilt, you can say, I will just show you. They have inbuilt promoting your post directly from your Instagram account to directly Facebook page. Okay, for
Yes.
that you need Facebook page. You need to create Facebook page first. If you don't have Facebook page, you cannot use this feature. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
you must have Facebook page. On mobile
Yeah.
you will find that you have to go into settings, then here there is an option as accounts, and in
Hmm.
accounts you have to go into sharing, post to other apps.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and in the post to other apps you will find Facebook, you will find Twitter, you will find Pinterest. So you
Yeah.
just have to connect your personal accounts or your business account with those accounts, okay, with those options. And then whenever you post something on Instagram, it will automatically be post on other social medias as well. Okay, that is
Super.
one of the method. Okay, so there are two methods. First one is using this tool. Okay, second one is if you are using if you have an Instagram account, then you can
Yeah.
go into account and then connect your social media accounts here.
All
Another
right.
one is Zapier. Okay, Zapier is one of the, you can say, best tools out there. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
will just show you. I have already signed up so that you can see.
Okay. Interesting.
You can see I have a lot of browser. I have four browsers, lot due to a lot of mails. Okay, so I have this Zapier signed in into me. So Zapier is one of the only tool on internet, I can say, which helps you connect lot of different apps. Okay, so for
Oh.
example, you want to connect Medium. I guess everybody
Mhm.
knows about Medium, or let's
Blogging
say
platform.
Quora.
Yeah.
Okay, your blogging platform. So you have written a blog, for example.
Yeah.
Let's just have a great example. You have written a blog, and now you automatically want it to publish in Medium platform, right? I guess everybody knows about Medium. If they don't know, let me just show them. So if you are a blogger, then Medium is one of the best platform. Okay, it also helps you for SEO as well overall, because it helps you get the title and description right. Okay, so this is the platform you want to connect with your blog. Okay, so
All right.
whenever Shubham writes a blog, it will automatically be posted on Medium as well. Automatically, he doesn't have to just work hard again, go into Medium, then post. It takes a lot of time, right?
All right.
So instead of that, what he can do is create account for Zap. Okay, so Zap here too, you have some free option as well as paid option. Well, I have just been using free options. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can go for same for trying. After trying, you can go for paid. Okay,
Okay.
so for example, Shubham have blog and his blog is on Wix. Okay, let's just take Wix. So here you can see Google automation. Let's see if we have. Let's see they have. Oh, sorry. Wait. Yes, so let's just take Wix automation, right? And now we will search for Medium. Okay, which account we want to connect with. You can connect your Medium account. You can connect with your any other account. Okay, Medium, or if you want to share your blog on Facebook. Okay, Facebook group. You can select that. Facebook pages, okay, conversions, Facebook pages. So when something happens on Wix, it will automatically be posted on Facebook. You don't have to work anything. Okay, I will show my automation as well so that you will get the idea. Okay,
I am giving an access to these third-party applications, like my official accounts, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. So, what's the security in terms of allowing these accounts to post directly on our social handles? Like, how is it protecting my privacy? Because any which ways, I'm exposing my data probably by giving them the login access, right? So, what is in terms of security if we talk about these tools?
yes, good question. That is the most important question. That this is the reason that people don't use automation tool, because everybody fears what if they get breached, what if data breach happens, and okay, because they have your login and password. So
Yeah.
for that, the best thing you can do is always have two-factor authentication for your social medias. So even if in, you can say, worse condition, if JPR gets hacked and data gets breached by hackers, then they will only get my username and passwords. Okay, now if they sign in, my social media account is not going to sign in. Why? Because I
Yeah.
have two-factor authentication for my website. Okay, website or blog or even social medias. The
Okay.
first one is two-factor authentication. Second one is you need to have some recovery emails. And
Okay.
remember, only use little automations. Don't just go into any websites. Now I am just suggesting you GPR. because this is one of the site which is used by millions. Okay, this is one of the famous site. There are also alternatives to Zapier, yet you cannot trust them because they are not being used by a lot of people, right?
Correct.
Trust is
Yeah, yeah.
built when a lot of people are using.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
I will just give you a little example about what I have used so that you get idea, because right now I cannot add the block. So what I have done is in the Wix website, I guess tech platform is from Wix as well. So what I have done for Wix and MailChimp. MailChimp is a platform, right? MailChimp is a mail platform. Now in MailChimp, you have to add emails so that you
Okay.
can send emails to people. Now what happens is that I need to add emails I need to add emails manually, one email, two email, as it gets updated on my site. So that
Yeah.
takes a lot of time. I have to just waste my time again and again daily on a daily basis because of the ready audience coming in. So what I can
Hmm.
do is that I can directly connect Wix to MailChimp. So if something database is updated on Wix, it directly gets updated to MailChimp.
All
Okay,
right.
so for example, Shubham signs in for All-in-One Hub's account registration. Automatically, his email gets to the Mailchimp database automatically. Okay, so
Okay.
that is possible due to Zapier. Without Zapier, that was not possible. So what
Okay.
happens is that here, if whenever for Wix automation, whenever something gets added, it gets added to Google Dataset, and that gets added to Mailchimp. Okay, I will just show you this overview about how it is done. Don't worry, this is pretty secure. You cannot see my passwords or any other stuff. Okay,
All right. All right.
so I'm showing. So this is the, you can say, trigger. So trigger in the sense, when trigger, you can say, when someone clicks something or when
Yeah.
some new row is added. So that time you can say that is trigger. Okay. So trigger when something is happening. If this happens, this must be done, or this event must be start. If some Shubham clicks on the sign up button, the price or you can say course details must show up. That type of trigger. So here you can see the trigger is Wix. So whenever something updated gets updated on my Wix site, it this is trigger. And after this trigger, automatically the database is added here on my Google Sheet. And from there it is automatically added. Then the MailChimp is trigger. Okay, from that. So for example, this is trigger, data is added. Okay. After data adding is completed, the MailChimp is triggered. And in the MailChimp, the data is added on my MailChimp account.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Because of that, I don't need to work, or I don't need to just put the effort of adding one email each day, because that takes a lot of time. Right. So automations are very important nowadays if you have small team.
Interesting. Wanted to ask you, like, since the very beginning, was like you mentioned about keywords, but now, like, I am not sure what are keywords exactly, or how can I plan keywords for my website. So, how is there any tool by which probably I can get keywords planned, or probably, for example, I say Delta Renovators, my venture, or the tech platform, our venture. So here, what can be the keywords? How can I detect those keywords? Is there any planning tool for something of that sort?
Yes, so firstly, before finding keywords, I did this mistake. So I guess I can explain you. So before finding the keywords, first thing you have to do is know your audience. Okay, who
Okay.
you are promoting and what is your brand about. So let's take an
Okay.
example. Shubham writes a blog about food. So his
Okay.
first keyword will be food. Okay.
Correct.
Another keyword will be if you are writing about food. Now in food there are various kind of food, right?
Correct.
Seafood, other food. Now he only writes about vegetarian food. Okay, for example.
Okay. Okay.
And in vegetarian he only writes about Indian. Okay, Indian food. He doesn't go into Italian restaurant currently. In future he may be. Currently he doesn't go into Italian restaurants, French restaurant. Okay. He just go into
Okay.
Indian. So that is one of the keyword. Another keyword would be, you can say, okay, his blog name. So his blog name is Shubham. Let's say Shubham Dumbre or
Okay.
Shubham Dumbre blogs. Okay, that is another keyword. These are just the keywords that we are just adding manually. I will show you another method which is more digital. Okay. So
Yes.
and you have to set of your audience. So now Shubham's audience are you can say all girls or all females, because women love food, right? Men too,
Yeah.
yet. Oh, sorry. Yes, so females, girls, okay.
Chefs
Then
can
this
also
location.
be, yeah, chefs and all, like chef, the ones who cook in hotels and all those people can also be targeted, I think.
Yes, they can also be one.
Yeah.
I think so. C must be capital. Yes. And another could be his location. Now his location, Shubham only writes blog around, he goes into Mumbai's restaurant, different Mumbai restaurant, and then he reviews them. Okay, so you can say Mumbai. Why?
Okay.
Because Shubham's audience are all from Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are some of the start keywords. You can say 7, you can have 10, 20. These are the start keywords. Okay, now what you have to do about this? I got the keyword, Akhilesh. Now what should I do? So
Yeah.
what you have to do is, whenever you write blog, you have to have this keyword in. So for example, hello, I am Shubham, a
Okay.
food blogger. Okay,
Oh,
food blogger from Mumbai.
okay.
From Mumbai. Okay, so here you can see in this one sentence only, this keyword has shown up, this keyword has shown up, and this one has shown up. You can write here, I am from India, I review Mumbai's restaurants, okay, etc. etc.
Correct.
Okay, another you can say tool, if you have a website and then you have to rank SEO. Okay, this is known as the SEO stack, SEO keyword research tool. Okay, let me just show you how to get that. Let me just show you. So just go to your Chrome site and search for SEO stack. Okay, SEO stack keyword tool. Okay, so this is the tool. I have already installed it. You just have to click on add to Chrome. It will just have add to Chrome here. I have already installed. So here you have to search for tech platform, right? So the tech platform. Okay, so let's see what people are searching. Now here there are two options on YouTube and Google. Okay, so you will get to know what people are searching on Google and what people are searching on YouTube. So first let's just look at Google. Right, so these are the keywords that people are searching, which Google has given us. Okay, there are around searching and searching. We just have to look at the start 10, 20 keywords. Okay, you just don't have to go further down. So first you can see the people are searching the tech platform company. Okay, the people are searching tech platform PK. I believe they have Android app, so that's why people are searching in. Then the tech leaders and other keyword ranking. Now here you can see the people are not searching the tech platform as a whole, in the sense they have spacing in between.
Yes.
As you can
Yes.
see, observe here, it's not like the original one is complete, right? It's not having spacing in between. Here it's having spacing. So what it tells us is that people are searching this, our audience are searching this. So in blogs, in the tech platform blogs, they must add this keyword in it. So if someone searches this one, they can find our website. Okay, because people are not searching this one, right? Currently. Because if
Got
you tell the tech platform, people are searching this one.
it. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what's to be taken care of. This is another tool. Interesting one. There are a lot of tools, yet for the beginners, this is the best.
And one thing, like, are keywords the hashtags? Like, can keywords be hashtags and vice versa?
Yes. Keywords can be hashtags. Keywords can be the paragraph you are writing. Keywords can be the meta tags. Meta tags you are adding on your site. Meta tags is
Mhm.
GT relevance concept. Or
Okay.
it can be the image. You can say your image name. Okay, so
Mhm.
I will just show you a live example so that you can get to know. For example, this is my. If you search my name, this shows up. Now you can see if you download my image here. Okay, so for example, I click on my image and I open a new tab. It gets here. Okay, so anyway, let's just download my image. You can see save image. Okay, so here you can see in my image. Firstly, before save image, let's look at another thing. So here you can see Akhilesh Bhagwat is showing up, right? So it's the keyword from my name. So Google automatically knows that this is Akhilesh Bhagwat. Why? Because in the captions or in the, you can say, titles, description, I have added Akhilesh Bhagwat. Right? That is why you can see all my photos are coming up when someone says Akhilesh Bhagwat. Why? Because while uploading, I have added in the caption, in the title, in the alt text, Akhilesh Bhagwat. Right?
Okay.
That's why it keeps showing up. So
Interesting.
whenever you upload an image on Google, you must always upload it with your name. Okay, so
Okay.
for example, let's just have, I don't have any upload option here. Let's just go into mail, for example. Okay, I will just show into mail. You just have to think as in social media accounts or other.
Okay. Okay.
Take time, no worries. We'll just directly, I will just show you what image name should be. Okay, wait. Yes, so as you can see, here is not image. Yes. So whenever you upload image, the Google robots don't, they are not able to, you can say, analyze the image yet. Yet the AI has progressed a lot. Yet right now, Google images don't directly relate to, you can say, directly looking at image. What I'm trying to say is whenever you upload the cat image, Google robots will not know this is cat. Okay, they will know that this is cat when you write in caption that this is cat, when you write in description that this is cat. Okay, or when in the file name is cat. So you can see this is the live example. Okay, so you can see this is the image name. Whenever you click, you can just do experiment right now. Take your mobile, click one photo and see in details. The image name will be like this, right? Image 5847, your mobile name. What you have to do when uploading on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere, you have to rename that image to cute cat, or in Shubham's language, you can say foodblog.jpg, right? Like, or if he's writing of seafood.jpg. So because of that, when someone Googles seafood, Shubham's image or Instagram image shows up. Why? Because the name is seafood. So Google robots detect that, oh, seafood.jpg. So name is returned. They directly shows his result on Google Images. Right.
Correct.
That is the reason my, you can say, my name, whenever you search my name, this shows up. Similarly for Zapier, whenever you Google their name, only their logo and their website shows up, because while uploading, they have renamed their image to the image they're uploading. So jpr.jpg, jprservices.jpg, and other.
Interesting to know that, Akhilesh. Like, it's a very good add-on that you gave me. Many a times we tend to make mistakes. We edit photographs on Photoshop and other tools, and the name is like PSX and some random number. But now with this professional tip, I think that we can also get on the search engine ranking soon. One
Yes.
interesting question again to ask, like you mentioned, this can be done with images. Is it possible with videos? Like, can I have a video SEO for some sort? Like, if I am uploading regular
Yes,
video.
for videos too, whenever you upload a video on, you
Yeah.
can say, YouTube, or
Hmm.
whenever you upload your video on your site. So anywhere
Okay.
you upload a video, the three things you have to take care of: the title of the video. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have to upload on LinkedIn as well. Every social media asks for title. If you upload on Facebook or anywhere, they will ask for title. They will ask for description. What is image all about? Okay,
Yeah.
they will ask for, I don't think it's alt text, it's tags. They will ask for tags, hashtags, etc. You have to
Yes.
add them as well, so that your videos also shows up on Google. And there are two platforms that you must go for if you want to increase your video SEO. First one is YouTube, second one is Facebook. Facebook is very underrated, you can say, for SEO. It is one of the tool which you can use for getting your videos up on Google, as well as your text, your post, everything on Google, because Facebook has very high, you can say, SEO rating.
All right.
Okay. Yes. So another thing I have to talk about. This is interesting. I will just take 2 minutes. Okay. This is known
Yeah.
as Boolean search. You can do this for any social media. any search box. If you see any search box, even on my site, you can see, yeah, you can just do it here, you can do anywhere, you can do it here as well. Okay, so this is known as the Boolean search. Many people don't know about it. For example, Shubham is searching for keyword. First one is food, and I guess everybody knows about Boolean. Boolean includes and, or, nor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So for Shubham, we will do food, and you can say, let's say blocks, right?
Okay.
We will see results for both. Don't worry. What changes? So this is food and blocks. So what Google will do is that Google will search all the pages which have food written in their blocks, or either way, and with food it's written blogs as well. So both keywords should be there in that blog. Whenever
All
you
right.
search, for example, food blog, what Google will do is that Google will either, now the result currently are same, we have not gone into deep yet. Whenever you search this type of query, what Google will do is that Google will search pages which have food. Now it may happen that the blog may not have blocks. Okay, it may only have food keyword. Yet whenever you search like this, the blog or the website must have these two keywords in that. You
Okay.
can use this for your LinkedIn. For LinkedIn, I have been using this. It's pretty great. You can say this is the great thing I have learned recently. Okay. I learned this from Weber Sisniti.
Oh
So for
wow.
LinkedIn, you can do same if you are searching for a job, for example. Okay. Nowadays, LinkedIn we use for job searching. So let's say marketer. Okay. Marketer and job. Okay, so these are the two keywords. What first one is marketer, and I want job. If I only search marketer, what will happen? It will only show me the profiles of marketers. Yet here you can see the jobs which are showing are only related to marketer. It's not like along with marketer they are showing data analytics, data science, or Python, etc. No. Or is also another. Or is the feature where the search engine will either serve marketer, so the search query must either have marketer or either have job written in their, you can say, profile. So here you can say the results get different completely when we search at the or, right? The job is all there, marketer is not there. Why?
Because we
Because
used all.
job is ranking currently high on LinkedIn.
All right. All right. Interesting to know this. Like Akhilesh, it was very fabulous to understand so many things. And I know that time frame is limited, but there's a lot more to explore. In case if I have to learn more about marketing, so can you give me some very good courses? Recommend some courses that we should try on so that we can be better in terms of marketing and all.
Yes, firstly, the best online course I have taken on digital marketing is Google's official Google's online course. Okay, you can just
All right.
Google digital marketing Google.
Okay.
Sorry, I typed it faster. So this is the course which you should do. Okay, everyone should do who are getting into marketing. Okay,
All
this
right.
includes certification as well. That is the, you can say, reward. Okay, you can say that is the bet for people to do course. Reason to do course. Many people. So yet you get a lot of knowledge, great knowledge in this course. It is around 26 hours. You learn everything about SEO, Google's tools, because Google is the top, you can say, top person in marketing industry, ad industry, marketing industry as a whole.
All
So
right.
this course teaches you everything about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow this person. This person is also a very good, you can say, a mentor for marketing, very famous
Okay.
person. If you want to get into marketing, you have to read this his blogs. Another one, you have to get into marketing, the marketing king in the world, Seth Godin. If you are into reading books, I have read a lot of books on marketing, and this is one of the person that you should go for marketing. You should listen to his seminars, webinars. You can find
All
that for free on YouTube. Okay, and this
All
is
right.
one of the best book on marketing if you are into books. Okay, like me.
Interesting, interesting. So that's my profile, Shubham Dumbre. And Akhilesh, I want you also to showcase your profile. And I hope I have done the marketing stuff correct here, right? See my URL for LinkedIn. Is it fine?
Yes, you have done it. Shubham has done it all. You can see his URL is visible here. I Shubham Dumbre, and here too, if you see mine. Oh, I didn't
You'll have to, yeah.
show it.
Okay.
So for LinkedIn too, there is a hack I will show you. Okay, how to rank higher on LinkedIn as well. So here you can see my URL is also there. Akhilesh Bhagwat, Shubham have I Shubham Dumbre. Okay, you can have your own keyword. Yet remember, all social media must have same. So your social media on Instagram and everywhere must be there. I will just show you a quick example in 1 minute. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So here you can see my URL Akhilesh Bhagwat here. You can see my URL name Akhilesh Bhagwat Udemy URL as well. You can see Facebook URL as well. If it's not Akhilesh Bhagwat was not available, so I choose Bhagwat Akhilesh. Same. Okay.
Okay.
You can see same URL name, right? So URL name matters a lot in SEO as well. Okay, on LinkedIn, if you have want to rank higher, then for example in my thing I want to rank higher entrepreneurship. So if someone wants to get into talk about entrepreneurship, I am in. If someone wants to talk about technology, I am in. Someone wants to talk about graphology or psychology, I am in, or public speaking. So according to you, if you are into marketing, if you are into, you can say, data science, other domains, you want to want job, or if you want to just rank higher for personal brand, then what you have to do is follow these three things. Firstly, for the cover image, you must include what you have skills about. So I have
Okay.
skills about graphologist, technologist, speaker, online course. So whenever someone visits the profile, first thing they see is your profile and your, you can say, cover image. So by just looking at this, they will get to know, yes, so this person is a graphologist, this person technologist, etc., etc. Another thing is hashtags. You can unlock that from here, creator mode, just on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another thing right now is, you can say, feature. Okay, so here I
Yeah.
have different menus you can see, right? So this is one of the best feature on LinkedIn. So for example, if you
Yeah.
have any projects you have done, GitHub profiles or anything, okay, that you can say that I have created this, or you just want to show to your recruiter that I have created these projects. So you can just have your GitHub profile embedded here. I will show you how to do that. Click here, go for links. Okay, you can
All
go for
right.
media as well. Okay, and then here add your GitHub profile. So I will just show you add a blog. Okay, so just save this, and you can add, as I said before, title and description, very important. So whenever I save this, I will add Akhilesh Bhagwat here. Right? Akhilesh Bhagwat here, or even the title of the keywords I have using. Shubham will add food blog. Find the best food blog here. Okay, best food blog on the LinkedIn or on internet. Description he will write about his blog's keywords, etc. That will help him rank on Google. So whenever someone visits the profile, okay. So for example, someone visits this and someone just want to know about me, my personal brand website. So they will just click here and they go get into my personal website. Okay. Similarly, you can have your GitHub profile, you can have your resume, online resume, everything here. So whenever a recruiter shows up here, they will directly able to get to know what you have, what skills you have, and if you have YouTube channel and you teach people, they will get to know about that. Okay. Another thing is about. The about must at least have some same keywords. It must include the keywords. So for example, my keyword was I'm a graphologist, I'm a technologist. So you can see here I have included I'm a technologist and I also study graphology, right? So I
Yeah.
have included that keyword. You can see psychology and other keywords. Same is included here as well. Okay. So now it's not that I have, you can say, a professional profile. I currently am not searching for job, so I must only do this. No. if you're searching for job, then also you can have this. You can have, if you're searching for a data science job, add data science here, add data science something here, be it or some experience, little, okay, internship, anything. Here too, you can add some certification which says data science here. Just do a small course and add it. Simple.
All
Okay,
right. All right.
because we already have skills. And here you can have data science. Here you can also add aspiring data scientist, right? So data scientist keywords is added. So whenever some person, or I'm searching for some, I'm hiring a data scientist. I will search here and your profile will show up, right? Here you can see clearly data science, data analyst, right? Current head data science. You can see clearly, see here example, live example, that they have keywords in it. That's why it's showing up, right? So nowadays everybody should, I guess by this only you will already got the importance about SEO as a whole, right? So
Yeah.
SEO is also important. I guess Shubham has already done that as well. If you Google his name as well, you will find that he has done SEO. His URLs also remain same. Right? So URL is very important, and I guess you already got the importance about keywords and SEO as a whole. Right? If you want to get job, if you want to promote your business as a whole, SEO is very important. And I must say, in future, everything is going to be online. Right now, only the lectures are. In future, your CV will be online as well. Now, if you someone looks at your CV, they are not going to know if you have already done that work. When that in future there will be personal brand websites, personal websites you can say, we already have it. We will just show you. In future,
Yeah.
what will happen was all the recruiters will tell you, show me your website. Okay, they will ask
Yes.
for a keyword or a website, and in that website you have to add your projects you have done. So for example, on SEO, right?
Yeah.
So you can see my project. If you click on any one of them, you can see that I have worked on that. You can see I have created videos on my Python projects, right? So in future, I have my website and counseling and other experience. So in future, if you are a marketer, if you are someone who worked on data science, so you can add your projects on YouTube, you can add your projects on GitHub, and then you can embed that on your WordPress blog. It's completely free. Look, I have used the free one, right? You just have to create a website for free WordPress and then add it, so that whenever a recruiter is searching for info, he can see that yes, this person has done his work. He is not just saying that he, for example, you have mentioned data science internship, yet you have not done it. You have just added the fake one. So that may cost you, right, in a long run in your career. Whenever you add internship, you can see yes, this person has done the project on Python. So he is authentic. It increases your integrity.
Akhilesh, I want you to just have a look at my website and give me some tips, like my personal website, the blog which I have also created one. So if you
Yes,
can
yes.
just,
Your, if we Google your name, it shows up.
yes,
Yes, here. Right.
yes,
So the, you can say, if you want to, the best thing I have forgotten to say before, the best thing to increase your personal SEO, for example, my name, you can say Akhilesh Bhagwat, it shows up. Shubham's name, it shows up. The best way to do that is not only having a social media, yet having a personal website, right?
yes,
If you have a personal website like this, what happens is that you are able to embed any images, right? You are able to add your blogs related to your image. Sorry, keyword. Okay, here it's about Shubham Dumre. So Google get to know that, and it searches or it shows that result. So personal, having a personal website is very important. Here you can see only the image are shown from my blog, right?
correct,
Village Bhagwat Umrah, this one. Shubham's one will be the same case. You can say the images that showing is from his blog. You can say I should blog from here, right?
correct.
So having a personal website nowadays is very important. Now, if you are not technical person, you don't have to worry. In WordPress, you can create the whole website without touching a single line of code. Okay, in the free version, I'm talking about. So on
Yeah,
Shubham too, you can see. Okay, he has added his resume as well. So you can do that as well. Okay. Yes, so
Yeah.
you can do this as well. This is one of the, if you are someone who's searching for job, this is one of the best thing I can say, because someone who is a recruiter who is finding for your, you can say, to know about you, your resume, he can find it on your website. What Shubham can do is he can just copy this and he can have this in his profile. Okay, we
Yes.
featured, I think
There it is.
he,
It is
yes,
already
here.
present. It is already present. Yeah, yeah. I can add it there. Correct.
Yes, here he can add it here. So if someone visits his profile, he can add like me. He can just, where is my link? Yes. So as like me, he can have my resume, okay, or my personal website like here. So when someone visits, he can just click here, okay, and he can directly go here, and from here he can see Shubham's projects, Shubham's work, okay, his live
Correct.
sessions, achievements, gallery, everything, and he can see his resume as well. And if
Yeah.
the recruiter wants that I want to hire Shubham, he can just click on chat now, right?
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
That is one
So
of the best ways to, you can say, get job or seen as a unique person. Everybody have the paper, you can say, resume. Not everyone have personal website, so you will seem unique and recruiter will hire you.
that's it. Thank you very much, Akhilesh, for so many insights. And nowadays, like recruiters don't like to have printed resumes. They are like going eco-friendly style. So I thought of like integrating it there so that people have a better understanding of what the profile exactly is about, and we can take up different projects. And it's really interesting to know so many things in such a short span of time. And I would like to personally thank you for sparing some time and giving so many good tips to all of us. And also I would like to thank the tech platform for giving us a chance to like come up with such innovative ideas. Ahead in this series Scope DTI, we would be having more fun and action. Akhilesh, can you just open the Scope DTI page here? Yeah, it's in the under the work section. It's under the work section. Yeah. So, as I had already mentioned at the start, that it's a research and development wing. So, we would be coming up with different experienced professionals, and here we would be discussing on different topics. We had already launched it like a magazine. So, if you just click on any of the image above, some articles which we had created with the help of researchers. And similarly, now we are also upgrading our format, evolving with the time, and we are coming up with live discussions, live interviews, you could call it, a different format to try. And yes, I hope that this kind of experiment would actually benefit a lot of people, and you would get a boost in your career. On this note, I would like Akhilesh, you have anything to add? Please take over the mic, and then we can wind up.
Yes, so if you are someone who is interested in contacting me, then you can just Google my name, or you can find me on my LinkedIn profile. Okay. And if you are someone who want to do various courses, who want to get into, you can say, read blogs, you don't know which field you should go on, what career insights should you get, job insights, okay, job salary insights, which salary is going higher right now, which is trending, or if you are just searching for online certification course or test, aptitude test, then you can just visit allinonehub.com. Okay, this is one of the projects that I'm working on right now. Okay, so you can find courses, you can find blogs. Okay, now you can find blogs on various topic, latest trends, jobs, and we have also added job insights as well. You can see on the check reviews. Okay, so job insights, we interview people and then we add their experience on the site. So for example, Shubham, he got a job, so we will just interview him and we will ask him question, what you have prepared for getting placed, what books you have read, what videos you have seen. Okay, then we will add those resources on our site so that you get the latest, you can say, mentorship without even going anywhere. Okay,
That's
another tool I can say is Canva. This is the one of the tool I can say. Okay, I forgot to mention this. If you are someone who is into designing, then Canva is the best tool for PPT, for anything. Okay, we have created this PPT.
yes.
That's also one.
Thank you, Akhilesh. Thank you very much. And on this note, I would like to thank all of you for being a wonderful audience. And I hope this session really gave you something that can give you like a boost to learn more. Go ahead. And the title is Scope DTI. So we see scope in such kind of learnings, and that's the reason Delta and Tech Platform are going together and trying out something new for benefiting the learning journey of everyone. Thank you very much. On this note, we would like to call it a day. Thank you.